Okay, good morning everyone. This is Zach from XIFU. So if you are watching together with me, appreciate if you can help me to click the like buttons for me. Help me to share this out. Again, a quick disclaimer before we start. This section here, we are not doing any buy and sell call. If you want to trade any stock based on discussion in this video, make sure you go on trading plan. All right. So we're gonna start with let's start with overall IBM KLCI first. Okay, so IBM KLCI yesterday they yet to able successfully to cross the gap. So today still the same. Okay, actually it's another boring day. So again, it's kind of same as well. If let's say for example the stock actually didn't really break above this so-called gap down resistance, then overall Bursa condition is not that great. Okay, so this is again afraid. Okay, there will be a potentially inverse pullback patterns coming. All right, so we have to trade cautiously. Okay, if let's say you want to look for short-term opportunity, probably you want to take notes and be extra careful. Okay, on the overall Bursa Malaysia. So let's start with let's see. Okay, anything that actually come from how about this trick signal over here? Go up, still doing pretty well yesterday. Make a pullback complete. SOP, I think we have talked about SOP this week. Okay, challenging resistance right now. Okay, this is the fourth attempt. Okay, so this is the first one, second, third, and currently this is the latest. They are trying to break this resistance. So it's a very nice reaccumulation patterns, and this is again a VCP patterns, right? VCP normally is a very strong setups in reaccumulation. Okay, so whenever the break, normally we'll see that it's a continuation of trend. So again, nothing is 100% because right now we have war news. Okay, but since this is one of the strongest stocks that we can see in Bursa at this moment. Okay, actually I kind of like SOP. Okay, so today again challenging the resistance. So again, market is not in the right moods right now. So probably it's a bit difficult for them to maybe break successfully. Okay, probably need a little bit of patience. Okay, for SOP at this moment. Okay, do let me know any other counters that you want me to look into. Because today also I think we do a quick one because to be frank with you, nothing much. Okay, this morning over here. P metal. Okay, but P metal I think like what I have mentioned, be a little bit of careful because this one right for some times already. And normally in a trend, you also don't like to see that it's a sudden volume. Okay, you don't like to see that sudden volume. Normally, a sudden volume also kind of like tells you that maybe the trend might change a little bit. I won't say 100% will be a downtrend. Okay, probably sometimes it's like another leg, then sideways for months. Okay, because this one have been riding for some times, right? Since last year October September, riding until now already. So again, it makes sense. Okay, for them to do a little bit of so-called adjustment, reaccumulation. Okay, so this is P metal. Okay, for those who are following. Okay, so any other JPG? Let's try JPG. Okay, now this one, like I said, is a bit similar like P metal right now. So for P metal, right, I think they are somehow somewhere around this area, right? Suddenly spike in volume. Okay, sometimes like I say, it can have another one or two more legs. Okay, which means maybe can go up a little bit further. Another volume, right? Then you will see like a sideways reaccumulation. Okay, so currently they are doing sideways reaccumulations for JPG. Okay, so well, for P metal, for those that are following P metal, probably expect this kind of sideways movement. Okay, it can take up to months or year. Okay, some can take up to year, like Tenaga. I think almost a year already have been sideways reaccumulation. Okay, so this is JPG. Okay, let's go into some oil and gas lah. So oil and gas today macam quiet a bit. Okay, I'll start with my Dayang first. Okay, Dayang, okay, still didn't make a lot of movement. Okay, good is that the volume remains to be low. Of course, now it's the first 30 minutes, so I'm not sure towards the end whether the remains whether the volume will remain low or not. But so far looks good. Okay, this is like a classic type of pullback kind of patterns. Okay, hopefully it hold well above 1.80. Actually, my support is 1.80. Okay, so that would be my support level for Diam. Okay, now Heng Yuan, Hibiscus, all this having a good momentum. So let's take a look into this view. Okay, Heng Yuan, wow, continue goes up. Okay, this one really missed the boat. Okay, continue goes up, right? Continue to monitor the next resistance. The next strong resistance 1.8. Okay, the next strong resistance 1.8. If you're really interested in Heng Yuan, okay, go for this hourly chart. Go for hourly chart pullback. I think will be much more better because all this come with momentum already. Okay, now Hibiscus. Okay, Hibiscus yesterday a big hammer. Looks like doing a pullback also. Okay, to this morning trying to goes up. Okay, but now drop back. Okay, again use hourly chart. Sometimes the price very far away from 20 and 40-day moving average, you have to use hourly chart. Okay, to determine where is the next support. So okay, we got a nice hammer somewhere around here, so you can use this as your short-term support. Okay, at this moment here, looks like volume increasing. Hopefully, they turn to shooting star. Then maybe got a chance to retest higher. Okay, so this is Hibiscus. Any other stocks? Okay, you want to share with me? Okay, any other stocks that you are looking into right now? Okay, this is Usman. Let's go back to daily chart. Not much of a movement as well. This is a bit similar Dayang. Let's try SP Satya. SP Satya also trying to rebound from 20 MA yesterday. Okay, looking good. Okay, sorry, from 40 MA yesterday. Okay, actually, I interested more in SP Satya. Lower risk. Okay, they are lower risk, of course, close to the immediate resistance. But the reason why I still thinking because of the overall market condition is not that best yet. Like I say, KRS is still trading below the gap down level. So normally gap down is tricky. It might cause a little bit of inverse pullback. Okay. So anyway, this is SP Satya. SP Satya. I think KSL, all this is worthwhile to look into also. Okay, I'm looking into weekly chart. Okay, weekly chart right now. Right, so here is the downtrend line. You'll notice they're actually able to cut above it. Okay, the downtrend line. Volume increasing. So this is the first reasons why I'm watching SP Satya because of the reversal patterns with the volume. Okay, reversal patterns with volume. All right, now let's switch to daily. Okay, daily wise, here, first pullback, now it's doing a second round pullback. Okay, so good support area, okay, slightly below 90 cents level. And of course, 1 ringgit level is a main resistance. So that's why I say it's a bit close with the resistance level actually. All right, so it's good that if you can manage, okay, if I able to manage to enter near to the 90 cents, okay, to at least lower down my risk to ratio. Okay, so especially still worthwhile to monitor for me because weekly reversal, just that current market condition, and they hit the immediate resistance right now. All right, around the 1 ringgit area. Okay, any other stocks? Okay, because today looks like a bit boring lah so far this morning here. OpenSys, SOP, Go Hub. Okay, we done already. Yeah, lah, nothing much from today. Let's go to yesterday list. Okay, VS Tech still very strong after break above the reaccumulation. Still healthy volume. Okay. Okay, now let's try KSL before we go. Okay, last one. So KSL, this is also a reaccumulation. So again, after a big trend going up, okay, trend exhaustions, this is again reaccumulation. Okay, VCP as well. Okay, kind of similar like SOP. Reaccumulations with VCP, right? VCP patterns. Anyway, this is KSL. All right. So we got one high volumes over here. Normally high volume I'll pay attention to because sometimes it's risky and tricky. Okay, but of course yesterday they closed above already. So at least you kind of like tell me that potentially this is a accumulation volume, not a selling volume. Okay, so sometimes high volume also means that there is activities. Okay, so sometimes it's good that you want to monitor it. Like for example, this high volume, it happens, right? This candle, right? It happens. Then you want to monitor subsequently what actually happened around the candles. Okay, good morning, Calvin. So for example, in this case over here, right, if you notice after the high volume candles in KSL, the price actually hold well. So again, this have kind of like, uh, so-called inform us that potentially this is not a selling volume; it might be a buying volume. Okay, so sometimes you can use this way to check out. Okay, what actually is going on the candle itself. Okay, so of course, I kind of like how actually they try to close above yesterday. So I think that again, disclaimer not the big buy and sell call. I think KSL still worthwhile to monitor. Like for example, I think SOP, even SP30 also have discount candles. Okay, so I think the other day on 2nd March, yeah, due to the war, market open, lots of people panic, sell, causing the high volume. Okay, but if you notice at the same time, people might use this opportunity to buy it back. Okay, so here also SOP on the day high volume, but if you notice over here, subsequently the candles close up higher. So which means this is not selling candles, this is not selling volume, but rather potentially is a buying volume. Okay, so yeah, this is sometimes high volume activities candles can be very, very useful, especially in the events like you got war currently and people panic and you want to see how actually the operators is doing in this kind of markets. Okay, so again SP30, this I think SP30 also got the volume, right? So here also, but this happened 3rd of March. Okay, right? Suddenly I got a volume right here. So again, sometimes you see high volume. Now this kind of volume, this kind of candle, I don't really like it most of the time. When the price goes up, of course, this is not climatic, right? This is only a small uptrend, so it's still fine. So when it goes up, got volume with weak candle. This is what we call weak candle, shooting star, right? Price normally will drop or maybe pull back in this case because this one is not climatic. But when the price at support, your climatic volume, then you can use it differently. Okay, so for example here, you want to see the reaction, but this looks like a good reaction for me. Okay, so that's why I think it's still worthwhile to monitor for SPCT. Okay, DNO. Any other counters? You can actually let me know. If not, we will just end at DNO. Let's say today is still boring. Okay, not much. Okay, but it's good. Okay, to monitor, right? Counters that is holding well, even in this kind of panic market, because when market recovered, right, this is a few of group of stocks that we want to look into back. Okay. Hey, hello, Dang. Yeah, so long didn't join our live. Okay, thank you for your support and coming back. Okay, so yes, I'll look into my micro MB as well. Now, okay, DNO. This is for Kevin. Okay, DNO immediately it's downtrend. Okay, immediately it's downtrend, and okay, I'm not sure, Kevin, your so-called strategy. Short term, long term, I'm not sure, but long term definitely no. Okay, because I yet to see a good climatic volume to stop the downtrend. Okay, now here's the few things over here right now. If you notice, obviously this is downtrend already. So if you notice at this so-called periods, right, we do see one climatic volume here, right, and subsequently it stopped temporary. Okay, and now here it goes up, but it gaps down. Okay, so now climatic volume. Okay, so that's why I say climatic volume is super useful. Okay, I cannot really guarantee it will straight away shoot like this. Okay, I cannot guarantee that because sometimes climatic volume can come in later on. Like for example, this at this time on March 2025, you thought it's high volume, but later on September 2025, it comes with higher volume. December 2025 comes with higher volume again, right? So sometimes climatic volume come in later on. Okay, but we can use this as give us the information, right? So if, let's say high volume, normally I will use it as support. If let's say break, the buyer at this particular time is not strong. Okay, you should not really follow into it. Okay, now the latest one climatic volume is over here, which is make a continuation follow through, break below this climatic volume. Hopefully you all can follow. If you all can follow type 1, okay, if let's say this is confusing type 2, okay, so that I know, and how should I present this better, okay, in our upcoming sections. So, okay, now this one is high volume, drop below this high volume. So, which means that it's a follow through, okay. Now, in short, for me, long term, it's not ideal, okay, because I don't see any climatic volume that higher than this appears here, okay, or here, the current one. So, of course, in between, you will see like this zigzag, go up, like this. It will like it. Unless you told me that you are aiming for this, then I think it's fine. But if you're aiming buy and hold, at this moment, I don't see the reversal patterns. The one that I saw is recently in oil and gas. Is it Usma? I try check. Okay lah. This one, yes. I forgot there's one more already. Okay, for example here, it drop, climatic volume. And this one is supported with this round of climatic volume. Notice, right? It drop, okay, climatic volume goes up. Here, another volume coming in to support this climatic volume. Okay, just under one DNO, climatic volume, right? But they drop with climatic volume, which means a weak lah. This is for me a weak lah, a weak type of trend is downtrend. Okay, so for me, Usman type is better. Again, I'm not sure whether this is confusing or not. If let's say you understand, agree type 1. If you think that, sorry, that I cannot get it, it's confusing, you type 2. Okay, so that, like I say, at least I know how should I present this in a more clear way. Okay, now upcoming sections. Okay, Joel, so now back to Facebook instead of TikTok. Here, better view and sound quality and view. Oh, is it? Yeah, I think so, because TikTok is straight, so sometimes, to be frank with you, I also feel a bit difficult to do the presentation. Okay, so here is better. Okay, anyway, thank you for your feedback, Joel. Okay, any other stocks before we end our section? Okay, thank you, Kevin. Thank you. Any other stocks? Today, boring. Okay, today boring, but I think, like I say, it's pretty good for us to check out. Like for example, those stocks that come from volume with support. Because like for example, KSL, SP Setia, this kind of counters, okay, is I think it's pretty good to watch out. Okay, sorry, my Chrome MB, right? My Chrome MB. Can you call me AX for fishing? AX I jumbled already. Fishing, okay. To be frank with you, fishing I'm not good. Bottom fishing I'm not good. Okay, it's not my expertise. I have to be clear first. Normally for me, I like to see reversal pullback. Mainly I try on pullback. It can be reversal pullback, continuation pullback. Okay, so this one example is a pullback, right? So of course, in between we do see lots of strength signal, okay, supporting it. Okay, now of course doing around pullback, but one thing to now this is a very interesting chart. This is kind of remind me of TSA. Okay, I think it's TSA. Another one I forgot. Okay, now in this chart here, there got two patterns. Okay, which is supporting the activity of smart money. Okay, if you can read it very, very carefully, right? First is the volume, how the volume and candle change. Okay, again, type A, if you can spot the difference. Type B, if you can spot the difference. Okay, because this one sometimes is very easy to tell whether the operator is coming in certain chart or not. Okay, so if you notice here, right, this is like, they call it, I forgot what they call already. Okay, so which means the opening close sometimes is same, sometimes no activity, sometimes gap up, gap down. Okay, so this is what we call the illiquid type of candles. Okay, but this one getting better, right? It's become liquid because the open closing is better. The volume is coming in. Okay, the volume is coming in. So sometimes this is one of the easiest way to tell other operator, or maybe someone is ready to take some action or not. Okay, so but this one is quite immediate. Sometimes when I see this, right, it will take at least few months, okay, for them to make next movement, or maybe weeks to make next movement. Okay, now anyway, volume is getting better definitely. This is 1, 2, and doing a third round of pullback. Okay, so far I don't see any major weakness yet. Okay, but this is already 100% from 20 cents to 45 cents. Okay, so almost 100% already. So again, things to take note is that trend exhaustion. So few things to take note is that if you see down bar high volume, white one, then be careful, because this one also this kind of patterns, okay, also very famous with in dump, pump and dump, pump and dump. Okay, so this one also very famous in pump and dump style, right? Like for example, previously what we see in YH property, Taffy, few more I cannot recall. So they go up slowly, then suddenly one bar down. Ultronic. Okay, so very popular in this kind of counters. Okay, recently the other one that I saw is this one on Mega FP. Okay, also going up, slow and steady. Okay, candle by candle, but you notice the volume is damn weird. Okay, narrow candle can be high volume, sometimes very low volume, sometimes high volume. This kind okay, is still riding. From 40 over cents to 1 ringgit already, it's still riding. But don't be greedy. Okay, so if you think it's okay, you just take partial profits. Because again, this kind of candles also got potential to do a bit of pump and dump. Okay, now let's look into AX. AX, then we go to MFLA. Oh my god, what happened? Actually, I didn't notice drop so badly yesterday because I think if you are following my Telegram operation in TikTok, right? This one, I entered around 1.9. It goes up. I actually M2.2 above, but it didn't hit. Okay, so after that, it dropped back to 2 ringgit. I exit already because that's my new stop loss. Okay, my new support. Gap down is bad. Capital A also I exit already. I'm not sure about capital A today, but this one quite bad. Okay, let's check weekly chart. Wow, you want bottom fishing, this one. Okay, this one can bottom fishing because drop with high volume. Okay, drop with high volume. But for me, normally I don't trade because I trade when the strengths come in. Okay, so maybe here is our next potential support. This is somewhere around 1.2. Okay, you maybe want to watch out the weekly support around 1.2 area. So let's switch back to daily. Okay, yesterday we got widespread high volume, but today still gap down. Okay, so for me it's not a time yet. Okay, because gap down again shows that the chart show weakness. Okay, the chart show weakness. Okay, maybe you wait for 1.2 area, or maybe who is asking? Joel. So maybe Joel probably next week Monday, Tuesday, you can ask me in the group. Okay, we study again. Okay, how it goes for AX. Okay, now let's take a look into MFLA. MFLA actually is still good. The trend is still very nice. Okay, it's still riding along with the 20 and 40-day moving average. Okay, slow and steady type. It's not those fast climatic type. Okay, so for me, this one's still fine. Recently also got some pullback also. As long as holding above 40 MA, I think still great. Okay, for MFLA. This is a bit similar like press metal. I think recently the beta. A bit similar this kind of patterns. Okay, slow and steady, they move up, slow and steady, pull back, healthy. Okay, right? So watch out on the 40-day moving average area. Okay, so I think so far, if you ask me, can hold. If I'm holding, I will still hold. Okay, for MFLA. Okay, any others? If not, we will end our section this morning. So once again, thank you for joining me. Again, if you like my sections, help me to click that like button. Help me to share this out. I'll see you again next week.